everyone, good to see you. It's me, ShellshockPrime, and we're going to be starting off the stream tonight with the Mega Man X race. It's going to be myself versus GeoTheHero. We're going to be playing Mega Man X1. It's going to be a lot of fun doing this because both of us are very passionate about this game, as all you know, and I'm looking forward to seeing how well I do, and we both just going to have a lot of fun tonight with this. So it's good to see everybody coming in. Where's Max when you need him? I should tell him about it, but I think he might be busy with school right now. But good to see you, Matt. Good to see you, Destiny. Looking forward to doing this. I'm gonna get everything set up because we got a race to do. Let me just switch scenes, and then we get this going. I'm gonna load the game. I'm gonna be playing on Switch. I'm sure he's probably gonna be playing it on he probably might be playing it on PC. I'm not sure what platform he's playing on. It might be PC for him. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, looking at his screen, yeah, it's PC. Alright, so let me just get on this.
Mega Man X.
Yeah, I'm playing it on Switch. Alright. We will not be, like, I know for, we're gonna be doing this on 100%, like, getting everything. All of the hard tanks, all the sub tanks, all the armor upgrades, and the secret Hadouken technique, in addition to getting all the weapons and everything. So we're gonna get, that's how it's all gonna go down. I'm gonna get ready to get into the voice call with Geo in just a moment. Let me just adjust the audio real quick so that you guys would be able to hear him better than with this. All right, so let me go ahead and get into the call and ask him if he's ready. And this is a multi-stream, so here's the link to it, so you guys can watch my perspective and Geo's perspective. That's how we're doing it. So I'm looking forward to doing this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, so he's ready, so let me just set the call.
Hey, what's going on, Shell?
Yo, what's going on, Geo? How you doing, dude?
Doing great. I'm ready to have some fun with some friends playing Mega Man.
Yes, same here. I've been looking forward to doing this for a while, and we're finally getting this done. I can't wait.
It's been a long time, especially because I didn't make it easy, but I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. So to go over everything, like we're gonna be doing this like the 100% run. We're gonna get all the hard tanks, the sub tanks. We're gonna get the Hadouken technique as well as the armor upgrades.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Make sure to call. Hey, it's a Nuke Tail. Make sure to call the race a speedrun race every time you mention the Geo.
Oh my god, that meme will never go away.
Well,
I barely even speedrun.
Well, but. Alright, so right now, like, we're gonna be doing this, because I'm doing this on the Legacy Collection on the Switch. I'm assuming you're playing this game on the PC, right?
Yeah, I have it on Switch, but it's just easier for me to set up with PC.
Fair.
It shouldn't make a difference with Mega Man X1 at all.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it works for the both of us. But either way, I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I've been looking forward to do this for like a while now, but I'm gonna get it all ready. So let me just. Okay. All right, so let's go into the Mega Man X game itself.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So I have a ritual of like changing all of the dash buttons in all these old games to L. I don't know what you do, if you leave the controls by default or if you have a specific control scheme that you like to go with.
Well, let me just take a look at the controls real quick. All right, and we're also skipping cutscenes.
Right, if there's any dialogue, just like mashing through it, right?
Yeah, I have. Okay, so this is my control that I have so far. Since I have on Switch, like I have dash to A. Most likely on your end, it would be like whatever you want to have it on.
Right.
I have. Let's see. So since I have the Nintendo controls, Y is to shoot and jump is to B. And of course, I have L and R. I kind of wish they would let me use ZL and ZR to use the selecting all your weapons, because I prefer that.
I don't know why some games don't allow you to use ZL and ZR. They just for some reason won't. I don't get it.
Yeah, I know, right? Like that's something I wonder. And there are people there are people who say they prefer the Japanese version, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference for me. So I'm going to be sticking with the North American version of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
also, hang on.
That's the way.
I'm just making sure I have your chat open so I could see if anyone's like talking as well.
Yeah, like I have my chat and I have your chat ready.
Okay, cool. I'm all set.
Yep. And let me just make sure everything's good. All right. Yeah, my controls are good. Let's go to the title screen. All right.
Okay.
Because what I'm gonna do is when I count down, I'll be like 3, 2, 1, go. The moment I say go, we both press start at the same time.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's go to the title screen.
All right. I'm on the title screen. I'm able to move around on the menu.
Yep. All right. So let's highlight game start. All right. Mm-hmm. Ready? Oh wait,
yep.
hold up. It just went back.
it did for me too.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Have fun, Peter.
You too, Geo. Let's go.
My cousin Mike says, "Good luck, you two."
Thank you.
Tanuki Tales trying to tell us to play the Japanese version because the dialogue goes by faster.
Doesn't really matter to me, to be honest.
No, it really seriously doesn't. But Tanuki likes to joke with me about the speedrunning like too much.
Yep.
Matt says dub is greater than sub.
Yes.
Yes, Clancy, the run speeds, yes.
Yeah, those run speeds in general.
Oh man. There we go.
There. Alright, we'll destroy this thing. There we go. Go. Now let's move.
Kirby says you do have speedrun level knowledge of the mechanics in some of the games. Well, at least somewhat, but like, it's not like I actively practice them.
Yeah.
What's going on, Remy? Welcome to stream.
For everyone that's coming in both our streams, welcome. We're doing a speedrun race, or rather, we're just doing an actual race.
Yeah, we don't even have a timer going.
Alright, let's move through.
Remy trying to troll me. So, what was your first experience with Mega Man X? Did you just find it in like a rental store? Did you see it in Nintendo Power, or were you anticipating it in some other way?
Well, I got a Super Nintendo much later, so it took a while before I eventually got to play this. So my first experience playing this game was actually on the GameCube collection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because around that time, I was really getting into Mega Man. I played Mega Man X4 before this game, but this is like my second favorite in the series. All right, so I'm up to Vile.
Okay, I just got trounced by Vile.
Yep. I gotta take the hits. So he shoots the little like lightning bolt. The lightning bolt Vile.
See, I think I first heard about it in Nintendo Power because I got this like really weird kind of, it wasn't like foil, it was like a silver type of color Nintendo Power issue that had Mega Man X with like his armor on it and like a cool pose in the front.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, so I think that was the first time I saw it, and then I must have rented it because I didn't own it until like years later on like Super Nintendo when I'm just like finally like, oh, maybe I should stop renting this game and actually buy it.
Yeah. I ended up like finally getting the actual cartridge 2 years ago at Long Island Retro. Actually, I think it was 2 years ago. It might have been 3 years ago. All right, so now it's time to go to Chill Penguin.
That's the one thing about this game that I wish that you could kind of do is start the game with the dash boots just so that you could get a quicker start. But
yeah,
I get for the first time that, or even the first several times that you go through this game, like it doesn't really matter. It's just a really important part of the story, and it's just nice. It's cool to see you develop like as you go through the game.
Yeah, I get why they did all this because of the fact that there are people who are coming in from the classic series into the X series, so they want to at least give people like a slow adjustment. But by X2 and onwards, they assume that you had at least played this game before.
Right. And I think that's the perfect thing that they could have done, honestly, just for like people like getting into the new series like that were coming from classic. Like I get it. I just like since I replay these games often, like as I've been going through my life, it's just like maybe it'd be nice to have the dash boots right from the start. But I guess that's what some of the other games are for.
Yep. Enter Dr. Light. All right, there we go. Gotta get into the capsule.
That's right, Eric. He created him. He loves it. But now he has to fight.
I noticed that Tarvel is in your the chat. Hey Tarvel, how you doing?
What's going on, Tarvel? Sorry, I didn't see you. I'm not looking at chat 100%, but I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah, I'm glad everybody's here. Hopefully everybody that's watching is enjoying it.
What's going on, Clancy? Call me the birthday hero. It's not my birthday. You guys like to tease me. you bring back all the jokes and the memes from previous streams. Alright, so I'm doing this technique, which I like to call the dash dinky technique, where if you dash and fire like the little lemon shots at bosses and such, you do as much damage as a charge shot with your tiny little pellet shots.
Did you already make it to Chill Penguin?
Yeah, I'm at Chill Penguin right now.
I'm almost at Chill Penguin.
Oh, I'm getting frozen.
Alright. Yeah, I actually need to practice the technique. I actually don't know it.
Oh, it's fine. It's pretty easy to learn. Like, so if you're not familiar with it, it's just like I could show you for like a second at some point and you'd be like, oh, this is great.
Alright.
Oh, something popped up on the multi-stream for your stream with a Twitch message.
Yeah, that does that.
Okay.
It's a third-party thing.
Gotcha.
Twitch doesn't like third parties.
Yeah.
There we go. He's done.
Nice. Dark CO, what's going on? CO, like, we haven't really like done like too much practice or anything, so this isn't like the speed runs that you do or anything. Like, this is just for fun. Just two guys loving talking about Mega Man.
Alright, so next up I'm going to Storm Eagle.
I probably should have done that because I'm already breaking my usual order of how I do things. I went to Spark Mandrill for some reason. Not a good choice. But it'll be fine.
Yeah. Things will be alright.
Honestly, I think that'll be great for as the race goes on too, because it'll just be like, huh, you guys are doing different things? Going different places?
Yep. The heart tank. It also lessens the time to backtrack too.
Well, true, but I do have to go back to Spark Mandrill with the boomerang to get the sub tank.
Yeah, like with the run that I'm doing, I'm gonna have to do that anyway once I get to after Boomerang Quanger. That's why I usually save the backtracking for like after that. Alright, now I gotta get the sub tank. right, sub tank obtained.
Got my heart tank.
So now all I gotta do is get myself the helmet. I'll be right to the helmet upgrade real soon.
I wish that the helmet upgrade was a little bit more useful in some ways.
If there's any feedback I would have given Capcom, I would have actually had the helmet upgrade at a different stage, in my opinion. I would have actually had it at Launch Octopus's stage. And I would have moved the Buster Shot to the Spark Mandrill stage. I would have changed things a little bit.
Did you ever play Maverick Hunter X on PSP?
Never finished it.
Okay, because in that one, they did decide to change some armor locations to like make it a little bit different from the original game, which I thought was neat.
The one thing that threw me off was the fact that you would expect the dash boots to be at Chill Penguin, and it wasn't there.
Right. Yeah, the arm part is in Mammoth in this game. I think the arm part is in a different spot in Maverick Hunter X Tarvold. Yeah, beat Spark Mandrill, now I'm on to Storm Eagle. So now I'm back on track a little bit. I was so into the conversation that I'm just like, just picking stuff.
Uh-oh, I took more hits than I should. Alright, let's see how well I do against Storm Eagle right now. Alright, I'm up to facing Storm Eagle.
Alright. Tarvold says I just finished an LP of Maverick Hunter X and Vile Hard Mode. Vile mode I found kind of difficult, which is probably why I haven't really gone through it too much outside like the first time or two. So I don't remember a whole lot about the different pieces of equipment that he can equip with like his cannons or his grenades and such. But it was a neat little idea. I would have preferred that Zero be playable in Maverick Hunter X though. But I like that they tried to do something new.
Done. That's number 2. So I just beat Storm Eagle.
Nice. I'm just getting the head parts right now.
Alright.
Clancy says, I love Vile mode, or Vava mode, because he's called Vava in Japanese. Honestly, you would really love Maverick Hunter X style remakes for the entire series. Yeah, I think that would be great. They kind of already do that with Mega Man X Dive, in terms of how it looks. But, you know, it would be nice to see, like, official kind of games made instead of, like, a mobile game that that's not really connected to the story at all, because, like, you are kind of connected to the story as the player character, and so it's like a weird, it connects you to the universe, but it's also a disconnect from the overall universe.
Yeah, now I'm in Flame Mammoth stage.
I haven't gone through that stage until like semi-recently in a long time, with the full like lava and fire in effect.
Oh, almost messed it up, but good thing I got it. All right, I got the Buster Shot upgrade.
Oh, you got it in like one shot. Nice.
Yeah, or rather, I'm actually going to get it right now because like I was just talking to Dr. Light, but still, yeah, we got it in one shot. It's not easy to get it in one shot, but still, I'm glad that I got that. I would actually like if they were to re-release Maverick Hunter X, I would actually like to have them improve the game. Now I'm gonna get the heart tank. Yeah, I've done it in one shot multiple times before Destiny. It's not easy. And now to get the sub tank.
So, was there something about Maverick Hunter X you didn't really like too much?
Like, I'll probably just have a classic mode so that you have Maverick Hunter X graphics and gameplay style, but the game otherwise acts as if you're playing the original game. Like the placements and everything are exactly where they need to be, like in the original Mega Man X.
That's totally fair. They did that in Mega Man Powered Up.
Yeah.
So they should have done it also with Maverick Hunter X. Come on. There we go, X. Thank you. Yo, what's going on, Panzer? Welcome to stream.
Yeah.
Feel free, if you want to check out both of our streams, to type in !multi, and then you can see both of us from our different perspectives and chats and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, man, try not to get hit. Alright.
That part can be pretty tricky, though. I'm assuming you're talking about the part later in Flame Mammoth where it's got like the snake-like platforms with the things rotating around it.
Yeah, I didn't get hit that much, but I'm okay. So now I'm fighting against Flame Mammoth.
How's everybody in chat doing tonight?
Yeah, that's what I like to know
going on for the
too.
week.
Hopefully everybody in both of our chats are doing very well. And there we go, Flame Mammoth's done.
KO!
Very nice.
Hey, you doing good, Eric? Nice.
All right.
Are you working right now, or did you head home, or were you off today?
All right. So now it's time for Spark Mandrill. How far are you in the game right now?
I'm up to Flame Mammoth right now, so I'm just trying to take him down using the Storm Tornado. Got him.
Don't go down there yet. I need to have Boomer Quanger's weapon for that. Then just gotta move ahead.
Your foot's finally better. Nice, Eric. Good stuff.
That's good to hear.
For the week. Yeah. My buddy Eric. He was off from work for a little bit because he somehow injured his foot, but like now he seems like he's fine. Where do I want to go next? Guess I want to go.
Almost fall down because of those like flying things, flying birds. There we go.
Yeah, they could be pretty annoying.
All right, switch to the Flame Mammoth weapon and fight this mid boss. Good thing is he has no lightning. Because on my end, like, I think it's because when you beat Storm Eagle that that means that he loses a lot of his, like this mid-boss loses a lot of abilities.
Right. Yeah, he's not too hard with those abilities. Also, I fell immediately in a pit in Armored Armadillo stage.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. The first pit that I saw, I was on the the moving platform and it was going really fast, and I kept with the momentum after it bounced off the wall backwards, and then just went right in the pit.
Oh, extra life. Gonna need that for when I go to Armor Armadillo stage later. Well, not as in like the next time, but you know what I mean, like getting the Hadouken.
Yeah. Also, what's going on, Neon? Welcome to stream.
Got the heart tank. There we go. All right.
Yes, Clancy. It's totally the pits. Burn this guy. Why not? I think I could land in front of that guy, but I don't really know since I always do the Firefoot strat. This one, it's not really a strat. I just like Shell. I need to ask if with the fire ability, you ever do the full charge shot version of it where like it does the fire on the ground, like the fire pillars, and then you walk in front of it as if it's like fire feet?
Yeah.
I love doing that.
I haven't really done it that much, but oh, I just did it now. Except I gotta switch to shotgun ice.
Yeah, that's fun. I love doing that. Like it doesn't help with anything. It's just kind of a fun little thing.
Yeah. I think I might mess up and I might actually die because I have a little bit of health left, but we'll see what happens.
You can squeeze in between that thing, but it's just risky. I think I've done it before, but like I
Oh my god, that was so clutch. I thought I was gonna die.
You did, oh, you got him?
Yes.
Good job.
That was too clutch. Oh my god.
Good job.
Wow.
Alright, where do I want to go next? I guess I'll go here.
Yeah, that was the best clutch. Alright, so next up we gotta go to Armadillo stage.
Yeah, don't yourself in the first pit like I did.
Yeah, that was, and I was right behind my opponent too. Like when I did that, because I hit the wall and then the shotgun ice like split, hit him for the last hit, and that was it. And now I'm in Armadillo stage.
Yeah, I just got to launch Octopus's stage. Whoops, spikes. Gotta be careful. Ow.
Gotta get rid of this thing.
I don't know the best way to take... Oh, okay, maybe that is the best way to take that guy down.
Gotta take out this robot with those mechanical, like, arm, whatever he has. Got the sub-tank.
Whoa. Died to the fish thing.
Ah, that fish thing, yeah. That was always a pain.
Because here's the thing, like, I think the rolling shield does the most damage against it, but I kind of, like, threw myself right in the middle of it and just kept taking the damage. Yes, totally pain, DJ. But it's totally fine. Ah! Get off of me! How you doing, game dude? Welcome to stream.
Hey, game dude.
Just for safety, I guess I'm just gonna do this since I'm clearly throwing myself in everything.
Right there. Now I'm gonna go get the heart tank. It is a great stage game, dude. Try to take as minimal hits as possible. There you go. And now to fight Armored Armadillo, get the weapon ready. Now, this is not only one of my favorite stages, it's also one of my favorite tracks, like from the music. Game dude.
Yeah. Armored Armadillo stage is just really fun music. Like the rest of the stages are a little bit, they feel more rocking, but like Armored Armadillo, like it has that feel, but it's also just like you're on a freaking roller coaster ride.
There we go, done. Almost died here too, because like I wasn't watching myself. I wasn't as careful.
That's okay. Even though we're like going kind of like relaxed and just like a fun hangout, there is still like a little bit of pressure in some ways. Like it's like even if you're not thinking it, like
Yeah.
There's times where I'm messing up. I'm just like, well, maybe if I was like focusing more, like I wouldn't make these mistakes. But it's also just like I just gotta remind myself, it's fine. No one cares. It's just fun.
It's all fun. That's what it is. At the end of the day, it's all fun, and that's what I'm doing, making sure to have fun while also doing this.
Yeah, because if anything, I'm gonna be judging myself more than I'm gonna be judging anything else. So I should just like not worry about that and just have a good time.
Yeah. I'm in large octopus now.
Okay. I'm currently trying to finish this fight with him. Ah! Got him.
Yeah, this part of the fight.
My cousin says, fun on the internet? Turn in your gamer cards pronto. No fun allowed.
There we go. Alright, so that first big fish is dead. Oh, extra life.
Ooh, that's good.
Now I gotta fight that other fish. There's another one coming up.
Okay, I'm doing.
And it's a lot more trickier. Oh my god! I almost touched the spikes. Destroy this thing, destroy it, destroy it, destroy it. I'm in a dangerous spot, but I got it. There we go. Move. Now to go and get the heart tank. Gotta be careful here. Just let that go down first.
Also gotta remember at some point to go back to Chill Penguin's level to get that heart tank.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that before I go to Boomer Coangra stage. There we go, this thing is dead. And I have very little health right now, and even though I just got myself the heart tank, I'm gonna have to be extra careful. And I don't want to use a sub-tank just yet. Alright, now I gotta see which spot this thing's coming from. Coming from. Good, destroyed it.
The sea serpent.
Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I just beat the sea serpent.
Nice. Also, Corby, I don't want you to be sad. Be happy.
Yeah, thanks for the follow, game dude. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough fight, but I have 1 pixel of health. I could afford the death because I'm right here. Yeah, but I appreciate it, game dude. All right, I could afford the death. Like I was right there. So even though as much as I didn't want to die, like it's necessary. I'll take it. Now I'll just I'll fight this thing right now. Fight Launch Octopus with full health.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, forgot to change weapons.
Alright, maybe I'll go back to Spark Mandrill's level now to get that sub-tank. Also, I like that background that you have on the border that you have, Shell, with like the wireframe, like sketch look of X with the diagnostic view. I think it looks really cool.
Oh, that's my favorite. Done. Alright, now to fight, now to go into Boomer Coangra stage. Alright. Yeah, you have a pretty good background too. Like, I actually like it too.
I just like seeing like the whole cast. I think there's a couple of other options if I'm not mistaken. Oh, actually, there might not be. There might be a couple options depending on the X game that you're playing.
Oh yeah. All right, so now Boomer Quanger's next. The Sigma stages are going to be a lot more trickier.
Spot that I always like have a chance of like messing up on with the Sigma stages, or when you're on those floating platforms that move left and right above the pit, like right outside of this fortress, and I'm just like, this shouldn't be as hard as it is, but for me, sometimes I die there.
Yeah, I hate that part. That's probably one of my least favorite parts in Sigma stages.
I just feel like sometimes the dash jumping doesn't really work on those platforms, but that could just be me just not doing it right at that point.
Yeah. Destroy this thing. There we go. Destroy this thing. If there's anything I would want added, if there were to be like a improved version of Maverick Hunter X, have it said so that you have dash from the start, but you get like the special dash, like air dash from like later games.
I mean, that could be cool in terms of like an extra mode or something.
Yeah, it's like an extra mode as well, like as like a reward for like you've been playing the game a lot. So it's like, here's a new way to play the game.
Right.
I agree that a zero mode would be pretty cool too. In addition to having Vile.
I mean, it's just that everybody loves Zero, so it's like such an easy cash grab. So I was a little surprised that they decided not to take that. Which is, it's fine though. I'm just like, you didn't want to add Zero as an option? Everybody loves him.
Well,
my friend Eric says those platforms and Sigma stages do suck. So yay, okay, so it's not just us then.
Alright, let's get Shotgun Ice charged up and ready to jump on it. And got the heart tank. I hate these platforms.
Game Dude, they might actually have some like fan games. I think that they do have fan games of like Mega Man X1, 2, and 3 where you can play as Zero. I know that I've played the one for X3 and it was kind of neat. But like as an official release, like that would be cool.
Yeah. Alright. Gonna have to be extra careful here because now I'm gonna fight against Boomer Kuwanger. How many bosses do you have left?
I'm about to fight my last one, which is Sting Chameleon, but then I gotta go to Armored Armadillo stage and grind out lives and health.
Yeah, Sting Chameleon is my last one after this. Done. All right, so now I gotta backtrack to go to both Chill Penguin and Spark Mandrill, and then I gotta go face against Sting Chameleon. Hey, Mortal Pixel, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
What's good, Mortal Pixel?
All right, so let's go to Chill Penguin stage first. We gotta backtrack a bit. How many times have you died so far? Once? Twice?
I think I've died twice.
I've only died once, but that's only because of the fact that I have 1 pixel of health, and I was right there, like, against Launch Octopus. Other than that, yeah, like, I haven't actually died yet, aside from that.
See, I wish that I was able to do that in the 2 instances where I died. Right now, you're the Clutch King, and I just, like, fall in pits and stuff.
Alright, so let's move. This should not take me long to get there. Alright, so Dr. Light's capsule is not there anymore. Doesn't need to be. I think this game would have been a lot longer if they never had the dash boots.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Like, there's just so much ground to cover.
Oops.
Yeah, I got 7 lives. I don't know if you need the full 9 lives to be able to get the Hadoken. I always get it just for safety.
There we go. I was trying to escape. It wouldn't let me escape for some reason. Alright, there we go. Now let's go to Spark Mandrill. This will only take about maybe a minute tops. There we go. Got the sub tank.
Nice.
There you go. Alright. Alright, so now I'm gonna go to Sting Chameleon.
Finish it off, and then...
Yeah. And then I gotta do the Armored Armadillo stage.
Yeah, I'm in health grinding hell right now. Just trying to grind from the little bats, trying to fill up my sub tanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the struggle for that. Right, let's go start off against that big guy who is blocking my way before I go get the capsule. And then I'll get the heart tank. Hey, no problem, Dragon. Good to see you.
Also, just to be sure, no one said anything, so I'm assuming it's fine. But can everyone hear Shell Shock okay?
And on my end, everyone can hear Geo okay?
Okay, cool. They can hear you just fine.
There we go. Smoke is coming out of his head. That means that I'm close. Yeah, so far, having a good race. Had a couple clutch moments, too. Alright, Dragon says that he can hear you just fine.
Okay, sounds all good.
Here's Corby is joking around, saying, "Hear who? I thought you were speaking alone."
Corby.
Alright. Yeah, Dragon definitely can hear you.
Nice, nice.
All right, so now we just gotta, I just gotta skip the dialogue, go straight here. All right, and now I have the full armor, so now I have everything. So now the only thing I gotta do is get the heart tank, and then all I gotta do is finish the rest of the stage.
Do you ever make use of the Hadouken? Because I know that you need full health to use it, so sometimes when I want to use it, I can't.
I mostly use it against Sigma, if I can. I use it against his dog, but I try to use it against Sigma.
Uh-huh.
It ain't easy, though.
Oops.
There's an extra life that I can pick up. Gotta love that. And there's one of those armors. I can actually take that.
Yeah, Eric, I agree. The method for getting the Hadoken is like so obscure and strange. I wonder how they thought of it. Like, what was that brainstorming session like?
Looks like I finished up another sub-tank, but I gotta move fast. Oh, I got extra life again. Alright.
That's some extra lives that you're not gonna have to grind for in Armored Armadillo. That's good.
Oh yeah. One hit kill on the dog. I aim to do that. Dragon, I'm hoping to do that. Let's go.
Just one little Hadouken.
Alright, so let's got the chameleon.
Yeah, so for anyone that's confused, what Shell and I are going to be doing in terms of getting the Hadouken is, like, you have to go through this stage with full life, full sub-tank, full everything, and die several times at the end of the stage just to make it appear. So, if anyone's unfamiliar with that, it's a very obscure, like, Easter egg, but it's still kind of funny and neat.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's dialogue. Geo talks to you for a moment. Let's get that out of the way. Alright, so now we're gonna go to... I'm gonna go back to Armadillo stage. Already did all the backtracking except for this. This is the only other one I have to do. Yeah, his weakness does target perfectly. If you time it right, of course. I was dealing with a bit of input lag, but I'm good. It didn't cost me anything. How much do I need to grind? All right, so 2 sub-tanks. Okay.
There we go. So Matt, if you don't get it, see, he showed up. He showed up because of all those deaths and having full health and collecting everything in the game. Like, he showed up, but you had to kill yourself several times to make it happen. So now we have the Hadouken. Such a weird thing.
Yeah. It's a really nice Easter egg. They actually didn't even have to put in here, but I'm actually happy that they did. All right, one more tank to fill, and then I'm good. All right, let's move on ahead. We'll destroy this thing as it moves. Gotta grind a little bit more. I got another extra life.
Ooh, nice. I was trying to do a little glitch. Didn't work.
I got hit, so unfortunately, like... Okay, last one filled. Good.
My friend Eric says the only way someone would figure out that Easter egg is somebody didn't want the stage to end, so they just kept killing themselves. Oh no, what happened?
I jumped too early, and I have to go back all the way to the beginning of the stage.
Ah, that's horrible.
Don't worry, I can recover.
There's really no checkpoint in between then and that point? Jesus.
No, I know what the next checkpoint is. Like, you know, like that one, like, digger robot that you had to fight?
Yeah.
The second one, not the first one.
Right.
Like the one when you were about to get the hard tank.
Yeah, that's the checkpoint I'm familiar with, but I always thought that there was like one in the middle. I guess I just forgot.
So there's only ever 2 checkpoints. There's always one in between, and then there's one like directly near the boss.
Gotcha.
But don't worry, I got it. I'll be there soon. It's just a minor accident that I'll be able to recover from. All right, I'm already there now. Alright, yeah, that's the place to jump. Alright. I used to always think that you had to have all your sub tanks filled up. No, you don't. You just have to. Well, I'm not sure. I think you don't. You just have to die 4 times and be in full health.
Oh, maybe that is. You know what? There have been several times where I couldn't get it, and that's because I wasn't at full health. But maybe I misunderstood and thought that you also needed to have full sub tanks. I'm not sure.
All right, let's die, and then we'll go back. Okay, this is a forced death, because I have to do it. All right.
All right, just so you know where I am, since we've been doing like little checks here and there, I'm up to let's see, I just Zero just died basically.
Oh yeah, to that part. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am at Armored Armadillo stage still.
It is all good. That part is annoying. But once you have it, you'll be fine. It'll be great.
Yeah. All right, time to die, so I can get that going. All right, I have like plenty of lives, so I'm good.
MacBookbat says Zero dies in all caps. What? No way!
That's a spoiler. Not really. Like, especially if you already know the game, it's fine. Lemons, shoot the lemons.
Wow, I'm messing this part up. Alright, I can focus much better. There we go.
This is it's always been the weirdest way to get the best Easter egg, the best technique in the game. It would have been better if it didn't require you to have full health for it, but it would have been broken otherwise. I will say the Shoryuken in Mega Man X2, while good, to me isn't as effective as the Hadouken because of the way you do it.
I think I agree with that.
And there we go, Dr. Light.
I should Hadouken him, but I kind of forgot about it. I don't usually use it, that's the thing.
Alright, I got the Hadouken. So now I get to go fight against Sigma, go in his stages.
Alright, I just beat the spider. I'll try to make better use of the Hadouken. I never use it because it's just so strange to have full health.
Alright, Sigma time.
Go for it, Shell. Get him!
No, they stopped giving them Street Fighter moves after 2. Well, after X2. So there's no Tatsu in X3. Because I feel like by the time they did the Shoryuken, that whole Easter egg thing kind of ran its course, and they never did it again.
I wonder if they make an X9 if they'll do something like that. Like maybe they'll give like a Chun-Li move or something to Zero.
I wonder if Mega Man X had the Shoryuken as like one of his moves in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I don't remember if he did or he didn't.
In Infinite, I think X might have had something like that. I remember playing a little bit of Infinite, but I don't recall too much about that.
I didn't like Infinite. I mean, the gameplay is really not bad. It's just everything else about it. Like, the story mode is boring. And, I did not like the selection of the characters. Especially more on the Capcom side than the Marvel. Marvel I could understand because, obviously, Disney interfered. And wanted to make it more of a MCU style thing.
Right.
But Capcom, there's barely any new characters, only like 4 new characters, and they could have done a little bit more. So I was actually pretty disappointed about that.
Yeah, I get you on that for sure. For me, what made the game for me like so much better was just that I could have X and Zero on the same team. So I was ecstatic.
Yeah.
So while I 100% agree with you on the character selection for Capcom, I had the characters that I wanted, so I was happy.
Yeah, like I wanted a little bit more though from Capcom. Like, and also some characters they cut disappointed me. Like they cut Beautiful Joe, they cut Amaterasu from Okami, they cut Phoenix Wright, and a few other characters. All right, so I'm fighting Vile right now.
All right, cool.
Well, the first fight before Zero does his thing. So I have to take all these hits so that he can shoot the electricity. People, there are people those who haven't played this game need to understand that this is a scripted fight. But obviously, like, we already know this, so. And now Zero's gonna do his thing. Sacrifice himself for the greater good.
Just being totally awesome and showing off.
That's Zero for you.
Heck yeah.
It was actually made specifically to steal scenes for the game, but he was originally supposed to be the main character. Mm-hmm. Alright. Now the fight against Vile for real. I forgot what was Vile's weakness.
What's that?
I forgot if Vile had a weakness.
I used the homing torpedoes on him. I think he might have a couple weaknesses, if I'm not mistaken. But that's the one that I always use. Remy says, "What if we gave Zero an M Bison move?" What, like?
Oh man, so close.
What was M Bison's moves? He has Psycho moves,
Psycho
right?
Crusher. He has the knee press, and he has that one dive move. All right.
He'd probably have like Psycho Crusher if they were gonna do that.
And Corby says, so what you're saying is that Zero was supposed to be the one? Yes. Hey, Leoso, what's up? If I get hit once, I'm gonna have to use my I'm gonna have to grind it out at some point. This is a bit tricky here. I just
remembered to do the Hadouken and then I got blasted in the face.
Gonna need. Good to see you, Leo. So we're going up. Oh, it went away. For this thing. I'll keep going. Alright. So now I gotta fight. I gotta get Homing Torpedo ready because I'm gonna fight against Boomer Quanger. Yeah, this game is fantastic. Like I replay this game whenever I can, Dragon.
It's honestly like I've never gotten tired of it. It's still fun, even to this day.
Yeah, and it just developed to become like one of my favorites. It got to the point where like the more I played it, the more I want to keep playing it. I love it so much. I love this game way too much, and I think that this is easily it shot itself up to being like one of my favorite games of all time.
And you said X4 is right there with it, right?
Yeah, X4 is definitely like #1 for the X series, but this one is like a close second, very close second.
I love X4. X4 and this one always compete for me, but I think I prefer X1 for X's gameplay.
But you prefer X4 for Zero?
Yeah, because that made Zero kind of like what we know him as today, and so That's like basically the first Mega Man Zero game to me. Tarvold says X2 was slept on. I love X2. Honestly, like I've always loved X2, but I'm liking it more with age.
Yeah, I will say I think that like in later times, I actually think that X3 is probably the weakest of those Super Nintendo ones.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I want to like X3 more. Like every time I play it, I'm just like trying to look at it from like a different perspective of like how can I enjoy this game? But there's just so many aspects of it that I wish I liked more, but I can't bring myself to.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's like the more you play these games, the more you start to understand like flaws with the games. Like it's like I used to be so blinded by, oh, it's Mega Man X. Of course they're good, but no, it doesn't work that way actually.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I used to, like I know that a lot of people bash on X6, and I don't really like it that much anymore. But when I was a kid, I ate that game up. I played it like all the time, even though like I didn't realize it had clear problems with certain things.
Oh, I grew to hate X6, and I think if I were to ever do X6 again, I'm probably gonna hate it more. X7, I'll say this right now, it's still a bad game. Don't get me wrong. By the way, I beat that spider monster. Now I'm about to go to the next thing.
Nice. I'm fighting the weird tank thing in the stage right before Sigma.
Oh, you're already over there.
Oh, Dragon likes the Zero games. I love the Zero games.
Yeah, I still gotta finish DX Avid. I gotta start that up soon. It's just
How did you enjoy ZX?
Oh, I love ZX.
Okay, you did.
It's up there as one of my favorite games on the DS.
Did you enjoy the map system? Because I couldn't.
That's the worst thing about the game.
There you go. Okay, as long as we could agree on that. I love ZX also, but that's the one thing. That is like the most offensive thing about the game. It's just like, how did you think this was okay? The map doesn't help at all.
No, it doesn't. It's terrible.
Clancy says Shell Shock.
My man, ZX best game.
Yes, my man. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the map was pretty
It's the
atrocious.
worst. Like the worst map in any Mega Man game that used it.
Advent is a little bit better because you can make your own teleport points, which like is better for navigating, but when you're trying to like walk to different locations, it's still kind of like cryptic and difficult. But I think ZX is the worst in that case.
But I feel like in terms of combat and everything and gameplay and story, I like ZX. I still have to do ZX Avid, but I was told that I might not like some of the gameplay elements as they took some good parts away. I'm not sure what they took away. Though I heard it does have a better map.
Also, I'm up to Wolf Sigma right now.
Messing up a bit. Up here. Let me go up. There we go. I don't remember going down here.
Oh, I've never gone on the left side. I wonder if that side's better.
I've always, like, it's always been a force of habit to go on the left side. Maybe I should start doing the right side. I think that might help me a bit more.
I've always just gone to the right side because I think it was quicker, or like closer. Also, I just defeated Wolf Sigma. Thank you, Tarvol.
Yo, what's going on, Phoenix? I'm fighting against Storm Eagle, and Oh god, I think I'm gonna die here.
Clancy, we're just doing X1 right now.
Nope.
Yes, Panzer would be disappointed if I use a sub-tank.
I'm doing very well, Phoenix. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing very well. Alright. We use some health drops right now.
Oh, you don't have a sub-tank?
I do, but I don't want to use it yet.
Oh, I get you.
And I'm gonna need to grind at some point. It's fine. It's perfectly fine, Phoenix. I appreciate you coming in nonetheless.
20xx bits? Oh, I see. Shell, you haven't played 30xx, you said, right? Because you're gonna wait till it comes out on Switch, I think?
I still have to play 20xx first.
Okay.
Right.
20xx is also very fun.
Oh, boss time. I'm fighting the actual boss.
So Shellshock, I have a viewer you might have seen him once in a while, Panzer. He always like teases me whenever I use a sub tank. So Grimmy is saying that Shellshock does not want to disappoint Panzer because you were trying to resist using the sub tanks. So you're getting points for Panzer in terms of gameplay right now.
I might have to use it now because I'm at the point where like I can't just I'm gonna use the one that's not all the way filled up all the way.
Yeah, you might even be able to get away with it, but I think it'd be safer.
This is a very dangerous spot too. Oh, there we go, got it. I just wanted to have a little bit of insurance.
Yeah, if this was like a real like speed run race where you were like trying to get the best time possible and like uploading it to like speedrun.com, you probably want to have that insurance just so that you don't like ruin a run.
Yeah. All right, now for the third stage. So there's 5 rematches to do.
Tarbolt says, did either of you beat the X challenge?
No,
so,
I started but never finished it.
So I beat it on normal, but hard mode I had a significant amount of trouble doing hard mode. So I didn't beat that yet in either Legacy Collection 1 or 2. So I feel like that should be a stream at some point, just trying to tackle that and beat it. But we'll see at some point. Couldn't even do it tonight, but I feel like I just want to probably chill out and do something else after tonight. Yeah. Hard mode is dumb because nothing is changed other than damage values. It upsets you. It's pretty harsh, the damage values, like in hard mode. It hurts quite a lot.
By the way, as far as X2 goes, that's gonna be a maybe at some point. Because I was looking at what Tarble was talking about. I'm not as good with racing in X2. I'm actually not as good with X2 as I am with X1. Like, I die a lot in that game.
I mean, X2, each Mega Man X game, each Mega Man game has its own challenges that makes it tough. Like, because there's an element of like memorizing and muscle memory as well. Like, even if you don't play it that often, like if you played these games over and over again, there is still an element of that. So if you're more familiar with X1, that makes sense that X2 would be harder because maybe you haven't played it as much or you just didn't enjoy it as much in some ways. And so it just didn't click for you in that way.
It's still a really good game, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed X1. Like, it's still good, though. I will say that much.
It's not like X3 where it's just like some parts are kind of like, like I wish this was better.
Alright, so next up is going to be, let's see, oh, Spark Banjo? Oh, Shotgun Ice. Yeah, I'll play it. Yeah, I'm gonna play 20xx at some point, Dragon. This guy. At least I have the super armor.
X1 is also like the game where you could abuse the powers on the bosses more than like any of the other ones.
Oh yeah, totally. Like, just playing this game over and over again is just... I have more fun with it than like any other X game except for X4. Like X4 I could go back to as well. I was able to go back to it more thanks to the Legacy Collection. And for me, X5 is not really all that good. Like, it's decent, it's okay, but it's not an X game that I would go back to.
X5, yeah, I wish I liked that one more. I do like it. It's just, you know what it is? With all my other friends, I talk about this too. It's the talking. Like, you just have to get through loads and loads of dialogue boxes of just people talking. Yeah. Specifically Alia in the stages. And like, I like Alia, but my goodness gracious, it's stage time now. It's not time to talk about this. Please stop.
I would have honestly have preferred if they would have done anime cutscenes, but there wasn't that much budget for the game.
Oh, yeah.
At least with...
Go ahead.
At least with anime cutscenes, you can just like avoid it and like just skip it and then just move on to the gameplay if you want to.
Yeah. I loved the cutscenes in X4. It's so good. And then like when they went to X5, I'm like, okay, I guess this is fine, but where's my cool cutscenes?
Alright, so now I have Flame Mammoth, and then after that's the boss.
This isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on! What am I fighting for? That's right, Remy. Everybody loves that scene.
Of course they do.
It's actually a really sad scene, but everyone freaking loves it because of like the voice acting.
Yeah. I think his name is Lucas Gilbertson.
Oh, actually, no.
No, Lucas Gilbertson. Sorry.
Right.
I just
go
realized.
ahead.
I think Lucas Gilbertson's the one that voiced him in some of the later games.
Yeah. In starting with like Command Mission and Maverick Hunter X, X8, like that's Lucas Gilbertson. I don't know who the other one was, but I think that he, for X4, the voice actor for him also did Duo in Mega Man 8, but I have no idea what his name was.
Yeah, he was Duo. And I defeated that tank boss.
Nice. Good job. You wish that the X voice actor in X8 stayed? Yeah, I don't really like the new X voice actor as much. That's in like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and like some other references that they've done recently. He's alright, but the one from X8...
I think he retired from voice acting.
Fantastic. I heard something similar, yeah. But he was great.
Alright, last stage.
Alright, let's go, Shell. Go for it.
I gotta do a little bit of grinding. Yeah, he went to become a doctor. But yeah, I'm glad that you came through, Phoenix. It's really good seeing you. He became a doctor. Well, at least he's doing good for himself, so I'll at least give him that. But right now, I do like Johnny Young Bosch as Zero. Alright, so that is the last one, so I'm good. Now all I gotta do is go and get ready to fight against Sigma.
Also, Matt, feel free to post your funny link as long as, you know, it's safe enough for my channel. Sorry, I didn't see your message from a while back.
Alright. Alright, it's Sigma time. Let's go.
Let's go. Hadouken the dog in the face.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Start with the dog. Let's go. Come on. I messed that one up.
Yeah, he does that. I tried to do it at first too, and he jumped like right over me, so I wasted the Hadouken. but then I was able to get it on the second attempt.
I'm just gonna have to use the Buster.
I mean, you could try, I think Shotgun Ice might be the weakness.
Yeah. Looks like it is.
Alright, nice. DJ says, I've been trying to play more Mega Man recently, but I haven't had the energy for it. I'll finish 7 one day. 7 gets tough right at the end.
Attempt to... Nope. That was not a good idea.
Oh, he jumped?
No, he went up to me and slashed. Gonna have to use his weakness. Barkmangel's weapon. But his sword looks like a lightsaber.
Yeah, no. I think that's pretty cool. The good thing that doesn't use like lightsaber sounds or anything. You okay? What happened?
Gonna have to grind for the shield again. Or the sub tank. Oh, let's go. Let's get it. Give me everything. Fill it up. At least I have lives. You gave me an extra life. Another extra life.
Oh my gosh.
I don't need any more. I'm gonna get it now.
They're just trying to be generous.
That's true. That's true.
They're just putting it in the. They're putting all their generosity into the wrong things.
Exactly. Alright, so I don't need that. Or go up.
Remy says, to be honest, I wish there had been some voice acted parts from the Zero games. Anytime I think of Zero in those games, I think he had Steve Blum's voice of Spike Spiegel and Cowboy Bebop. I can see that, honestly. But the Zero games.
Got with the hot this time.
Oh, nice.
All right.
If any of the series were gonna have voice acting, the Zero games have a lot of deep story that it could have used it. Oh, that didn't pop up for you, Corby?
Nice.
That multi-Twitch message?
That was amazing right there.
Ooh, good one. I saw it. Sweet.
However, the Hadouken will not save me here. I actually tried doing it before. It did not work.
I think for years I just forgot if it worked or not because I just didn't have the health for it anyway.
Yeah, this form, it will not work. Alright, let's get the sub-tank ready. Yeah, I got that one hit KO on the Sigma. I'm happy about that. And if I let that fire touch me, that would have dealt a lot of damage right there. And I can't afford to have that happen.
Ooh, so close. Let's go.
Done.
Good job.
KO! It's done. It's over.
Very nice.
By the way, did you... Oh, thank you, Tarbold. By the way, did you time yourself?
I actually forgot to time myself.
I did time myself, but I used my phone app to do it.
Oh, I should have done that. I do have a timer on my phone.
Yeah. It came out.
I guess that means you win by default.
Nah, no. You got it before me, so you got it. But it doesn't matter who wins or loses. I had a good time with this.
Yeah, I really don't care. It was just fun conversation.
Yeah, I'll just let the credits roll. But yeah, like this game, like I'm just glad that I got to do this. Like I know it wasn't gonna be like a long run, but it was gonna be a lot of fun, and that's really all that mattered to me. I just wanted to have fun with this.
Yeah. And like you always like will learn little things here and there, like every time you play it. Like even if you don't realize it, like some things will like burn themselves into your memory a little bit better, or you'll try different things. Like, oh, maybe this will work.
Yeah,
but it was fine. Nuki says, Geo, you were making fun of me for mentioning timers earlier. I know, I didn't take the effort to actually break one out. So now that I hear that Shell had a timer, I'm just like, oh, maybe I should have done it. Too late.
Oh yeah, totally. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. I wouldn't mind racing people again in general because this is something I like to do, and like I'm not doing this as a way to like just getting right out there and become a big speed runner or whatever. I just want to do this for fun. That's all I want to do.
Every time I try to like speed run something, I want to bounce around to like other games because like I can't just stick to one thing. I can't. Like I like too many different types of games to just stick to one thing or like a couple of things to speed run.
Yeah. You want to do a trilogy race? Well, Tarvel, here's my thing. I may not be as great with X2. I'm a lot worse with X3. X3, like, I'm just like terrible at. Like, I do my best, but it's just not. Like, it's my least favorite of the Super Nintendo ones for a reason, because of some of the questionable decisions they made with the game. Like, they had those mechs. At first, I thought they were nice, but they actually get annoying to search for them and even use them. And sometimes you actually are required to get a few things first. Not to mention the fact that you have a lot more collectible stuff. Plus, fighting bit and bite. I actually hate bit and bite. I don't get me wrong. I don't really like the X Hunters that much from X2, but they're much better in terms of like the characters than the bit and bite. Bit and bite they just threw them out there. That's the way I thought.
The benefit of the X Hunters and X2 over bit and bite is that if you don't want to, you don't have to fight them in the middle of the game. You only have to fight them at the end. So if you don't like them, you can eliminate 3 encounters right there from the middle of the game and just fight them at the end. But with bit and bite, not only do you have to fight them in the middle, but then you have to fight like a combined version of them, which I find extremely annoying. I don't like that boss like at all.
Oh yeah.
Unless you kill them with their weaknesses and then you have to fight a different boss. It's like a weird thing that you could do in X3, which is kind of neat, but also strange. Let's see. Corby says streamers do manage to stay variety while keeping in shape for speedrunning. You know, Ash speedruns Souls games on the side. Well, that's true. That is very, very true. But I don't know. I think I bounce around too much. That's just me. Like, I don't. Part of me probably just doesn't want to speedrun. Like, I don't know. Like a little part of me does, but then another part's just like, just have fun with it. Just don't worry about the times.
Yeah. Like in a Discord server that I'm in, there's like a YouTuber group that I'm in a Discord server of, like, and one of them does a lot of Mega Man stuff. I speedrun, well, not speedrun, but I did a race with Mega Man 2. And I ended up losing, but I still had fun.
Yeah.
And my buddy 112 was a part of it as well. Like, he's a really good dude. Because he does a lot of Mega Man stuff, but we got a lot of really cool people in our community in general, especially those who like Mega Man. I want to see who else actually plays Mega Man for fun, in addition to the both of us. This is always great.
Yeah, no, that would be cool. Like, I've been trying to like get more people into Mega Man, but like people that already enjoy it. Like, I'm glad that I discovered through talking about this race that Tarvold seems to really like Mega Man X. So like, that's another person right there. So
oh yeah,
like it's nice to have met like you or like anybody else that I've talked to online in terms of just like being part of like the Twitch community in a way. Like, oh look, I'm discovering all these different people that like the games that I like, so that's cool.
Yeah, and it was the first series you streamed. That's really awesome to hear that, Tarbold. Like I love Mega Man so much. Like I remember in 2000. Okay, right before a year before I met you, I did like this huge marathon where I did Mega Man 1 through 10. And then I did X1 to X8 because I was doing this like to celebrate the 30th anniversary while also being hyped for Mega Man 11.
Right.
So like it got to the point where I ended up just playing against just playing all these games, and it was insane how like I did all that. But it made me change some opinions that I had for some of them, like some games that I really liked a lot before. Don't like that much now.
Yeah.
Whereas the ones that I really liked, I like them way more, like X1 and X4, and I do like X2, and I think that X8 is actually a very underrated game, and I think that it's fun. I probably would put it, I would put it below either X2 or X3. I'm not sure where to put it at.
Yeah. I would. My order, I've always said, is like X1 and 4 are kind of like tied, but I might just put X4 a little higher, then X2, then X8. And then the other 4 are just kind of like, I don't know, whatever I'm feeling in the moment, but X6 is probably on the very bottom for me.
Oh yeah. There's so many great X games I really gotta do again. Like there's two Mega Man X games I haven't played that are in Game Boy Color. That's the Extreme games, and then there's also Command Mission. I haven't done that yet.
I like Command Mission. I think that you'll like it too. The only thing I'm not crazy about with that game is that the encounter rate is very high. So like sometimes you'll just get into like so many random battles that you feel like you're not progressing very fast. But like in terms of like the music, the characters and stuff,
yeah,
the battles are fun. It's a fun game.
Oh yeah, it really is. I don't want to look at Sigma's face like that all night.
that creeped me out when I was a kid. Like it almost like gave me nightmares.
Yeah. I'm just gonna randomly play some of the stuff in the museum, like the trailers. Specifically the Mega Man X1 Japanese trailer, which is actually very interesting.
Right.
Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can actually like zoom this in all the way, but I don't think I can.
I think that we can see it fine.
Yeah. So this trailer right here, this trailer was actually from 1993 when they were hyping it up. You could see like instead of X, it says P.
P?
Yeah, it says P, which I guess means player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Of course, it's called Rockman X.
That was crazy, like finding out about like the actual like Japanese name of it later on. I'm just like Rockman. What?
Oh yeah, yeah. I always wondered like why was his name Rockman in Japan, and then it turned out like because when I got the anniversary collection, I watched the documentary that was from G4, where Keiji Inafune explained that the name comes from rock and roll, and not like rock as in like a actual stone.
Wasn't that interview packaged in like the anniversary collection for like Mega Man Classic?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's what I remember seeing it on.
Yeah, it's in the GameCube and the Xbox version. And that's what I remember.
Yeah.
Because for PS2, you would get the first episode of the American cartoon, and Xbox you get both.
Mm-hmm.
And what I remember was that the reason they changed the name to Mega Man, there's two reasons. One, the head of Capcom USA did not like the name Rockman, and also the name Rockman was actually trademarked already, so they couldn't use it anyway. So they switched to Mega Man. And rest is history, of course.
Honestly, like it's fine that they did that because his name is still Rock. You know, for classic Mega Man.
Yes.
His name is still Rock, so you still have rock and roll. It's just Mega Man himself, different name.
and then you also have Roll, the sister.
Yeah, it's cool. I like the naming conventions that they did.
It's like, yeah, because they wanted to go for like a music motif. Like Proto Man, like his actual name is Blues. Ironically enough, considering the fact that his armor is red.
Yeah, no, right?
Yeah, because they're not using blues as in like the color, but rather the music genre, which works. Yeah, Brush the dog, like Brush music, Beat the plane, beat the bird, which is the beat as in like the beat of the music. There's Tango the cat that only appeared in like maybe 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
Then bass and treble, which actually is a really good music pun, but in Japan, like, it's forte and gospel. So that works.
That's really cool. I didn't even know about gospel. I knew about forte in Japan, but gospel I didn't.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, gospel's the dog. I don't know why Dr. Light was named Dr. Light, or rather, in Japan they pronounce it as Dr. Wright.
Dr. Wright, yeah.
Although, if you look at the Mega Man 1 manual, like, they spell right as in, like, W-R-I-G-H-T, which I find that funny. But yes, I agree with you, Dragon. We took the W with Mega Man. But what's up, Theo?
Oh, nothing. I was just reading my chat too. I'm not even sure if I was going to say anything. Yeah, Rockman and Forte. Yeah, that was a fun game. Kind of fun, but also kind of infamous in some ways. Some people don't like Mega Man and Bass too much because of its difficulty, its final stages, but it's still a good game. Difficult.
I ended up not liking it that much. I'll put X2.
That's totally fair. What didn't you like about it?
Oh my god. Where do I begin? Okay. So, a couple of the stages, the level design is not good. And some of it's easy, some of it, like, they have a lot of traps. That it's a worse game if you're playing as Mega Man. It's better as Bass, but even then, I still have a lot of issues regarding, like, one of the boss fights, there was, but I forgot who was Burner Man. I don't like his fight. Even with the weakness, I don't like his fight.
Because the weakness doesn't work all the time unless you're like following him on the screen. Like if you do it and you push him off screen, if you can't like keep him on screen, it might not push him into the spikes. And then it's just like the weakness isn't working the way that they want it to.
Nah, it did not work. If anything, I feel like they failed on that regard. Like the game was like just thrown out there just so that they could actually make some money on the Super Nintendo, despite the fact that it came out in Japan in 1998. I don't know why they decided to put it on Super Nintendo or Super Famicom.
They also had a Wonder Swan version, which I've never played.
Yeah, I haven't actually played anything on the Wonder Swan, but I've heard that it was okay on there.
Also, it's strange looking at these trailers that you're playing and seeing like very slightly different assets for certain things.
Oh yeah.
Like with X1 when you mentioned like the P underneath the player's health, but like there's also a couple of other things like Instinct Chameleon stage where you break that wall with the foot part. There was no death pit there. In fact, there was nothing there. There was no heart tank or anything. It was just like, okay, clearly a prototype.
Yeah. Obviously, they still have more to do. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason, they don't have the X3 trailer, and there's a reason for that. In the Japanese trailer for X3, from what I've seen, it's actually based off the PlayStation version, and they do not have the rights to the music for it. And for some reason, they have the rights to the music for X4.
That is strange, and that's very interesting, actually.
They use like a different theme song in Japan.
I like the PlayStation version for like its little animated cutscenes and such, but I feel like, and the music too. There's some parts of the music I enjoy about the PlayStation version, but I don't know why, but I feel like the Super Nintendo version just feels better to play, and I can't really put my finger on it. Like it might just be a totally subjective, unconscious, subconscious thing. I can't figure it out.
Oh yeah. I honestly think that it's better to play on Super Nintendo because I like for the longest time I had a hard time trying to beat X3 because I was playing the collection and it was the PlayStation version. Whereas here it's the Super Nintendo version. I think they made the right call doing that.
Yeah, there's a part of me that wishes they would have put both, but I mean, I feel like collections nowadays, they skimp out on certain things that they could just give you easily.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if that's just because they want to make an even bigger collection a few years down the road, that they want to give you an extra incentive.
Yeah.
Or what, but I remember collections back in the day, like if you remember Sonic Mega Collection, that had like so many different things on there. It had like Rise Star, freaking, all like the Game Gear games.
Yeah, that was a great collection. I still have it on my GameCube. And then they added more to it if you bought it on PS2 or Xbox. Like they added more games, more things you could watch. Trailers and stuff. It was a very good collection all around. But then you have for the Mega Man games, what they did was this Legacy Collection. They had like a huge museum filled with like so many different like images, like all the artwork, box arts and everything.
Yeah.
And all the challenges. That was actually really good. They kind of skimped it a bit for the Legacy Collection 2 for 7 to 10. I think they skipped it a bit. And with this Legacy Collection, you wonder what's my big criticism? They should have never split this whole thing up. They should have made it as one big collection.
I agree. But that's just because I was going to get both of them anyway, no matter what. But I know that some people, they only like the first few, and then like 5 through 8, they kind of just say it's like blasphemous, basically. Like they don't like it. So I get why they did it in that way.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's just hard for me to recommend the second collection. Like I'll just tell people, like, if you have to get one Mega Man X collection on Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, or even PC, only get the first one because you have 2 of the best games ever made and 2 really good games to play. And then there's like the other one, you have like one decent game that's underrated, 1 mediocre game, and 2 really bad games.
Yeah. If you're gonna get Legacy Collection 2, you either have to really like Mega Man X8 or 5,
yeah,
or just like to torture yourself in some ways.
Oh yeah,
with like X6 and 5, X6 and 7.
X6 is just not good. Like this was never supposed to be made. Actually, it was supposed to end with X5.
Yeah, and then they just kept it going. There are things I like about 6. Like, I think that X6 feels better in terms of movement. Like, it's a little bit quicker and snappier. Like, very slightly that you would barely notice it. But, like, for instance, you know how you could duck in X5 and 6?
Yeah.
So, in X5, when you're ducking and you do a dash, you kind of like stand up first before you go into the dash. So if you're in a spot that's gonna crush you, you'll just get crushed because you stand up into the crusher. But in X6, they made it so that you, while you're crouching, you just go directly into the crouch dash, so that type of a thing won't happen. So in that way, certain things are better, but the level design I find to be extremely questionable.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's a Japanese and English trailer. I'll just use the English trailer for X7. X7, I have to give them credit. At least they were trying some new things with this one. Mm-hmm. It just didn't work out for them.
Yeah, I 100% agree with, like, it's always good when they try new things, but the problem with this game was the shift from 2D into 3D visuals, and that kind of hurt them.
Yeah, like, I feel like there could have been a way to actually have a really good 3D Mega Man X game. I just felt that it would have needed a lot more time. Like, if they would have just thought about how they actually wanted to do it. And I'm sure they thought about how they wanted to do it with this. It's just the execution was not there.
Yeah, I agree. And even if you were fine with like the game itself in terms of gameplay, like I still kind of like some things about it, and I don't mind playing it.
Yeah.
But the thing that slows me to like be like, no, don't play it. You don't feel like playing this right now, is because in between the stages you have to once again, like X5, get past all the Alia dialogue of just her talking and talking and talking, and it's just like, I just want to play the video game.
Oh yeah. Oh god, Gates Lab is terrible in X6.
It's pretty atrocious.
And yeah, his boss fight in general is like as bad, if not worse, than the stage itself. And it's like when you fight High Max, I hate it fighting High Max, and you wanna know what's the worst thing? Out of all the bosses after the Maverick fights, he's actually the easiest one, but he's still very hard.
Yeah, you need like a weakness to be able to make it easy, because otherwise he's impossible.
Exactly. And then for X8, I really did enjoy this game for what it was. They were trying to go back to the 2D style, but with the 3D graphics.
I think it worked very well. There's only one thing about X8 that I'm not as crazy about, and that's every stage has like an enemy rush room, and which like slows it down. But like if you have the patience for that, like it's a great game, like in every other way.
Yeah, it does look. There's some jank to that dragon. There is, but Geo, here's my thing. There's one Maverick stage I do not like, and I'm trying to remember which one it was. Like the name escaping me.
Can I take a guess?
Sure.
Is it Burn Rooster?
Is it the one where like you're just flying on some sort of contraption and you have to fly all the way through?
Oh no, I know that one. That's it's like the jellyfish one. What, I forgot its name though.
It's like you're in like the city, you have to fly through.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Hang on. His name is escaping me. Yeah, oh, Gigavolt Mana War.
Yeah, Gigavolt Mana War. I hate that stage. The boss fight is fine, but the stage itself sucks.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the things that brings that game down a little bit. It's not, like, I still like the game, but that just brings it down a little bit because I just did not like that stage.
Yeah, if you don't find the way to be like good at that stage so that you know how to end it quickly, because you could end that stage in like 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds if you do it right. But like if you mess up and get hit too many times, it pushes you further back and then you can't catch up and shoot him.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the Gigavolt Mana War. Like, I did not like that stage at all. Oh my god, that stage sucks.
I agree. I could definitely see your pain in that.
Yeah. Yo, 112. You just came in like way towards the end of the race. GeoTheHero won, but it was a really good race. So yeah, but we both had fun.
Yeah, we had a great time. Super fun.
So like we've just been talking about the X series in general. Like my thing is this: if I had to rank them, it goes like this. Thank you for that. 112. So X4, then X1, then X2. I'm still debating. I don't know how I'm gonna place this between X3 and X8. They're both the next two. Then X5 is right after that. Then X7, and then X6 is all the way in the bottom. That's practically my ranking for the Mega Man X games. I just have to figure out like, what do I like more, X3 or X8? Because I'm still like not sure. Like, there were some years I thought like I like X8 better, and others I like X3 better, but I really don't know.
When was the last time that you played them?
The last time I played them, like, let's see. So for X3 was 2018, when I was doing the Mega Man X marathon. And for X8, late 2018 going into early 2019, same marathon. I'll have to replay both of them to see how I feel. And yes, you're right on that 112. But yeah,
So when do you think the next marathon for like Mega Man would be for you?
well, most likely next year because I'm going to be doing 7 games, one of which I've played and beaten, but the rest of them, like, I've never finished or started. And those are the 5 games on the Game Boy and the 2 Game Boy Color games.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
So Mega Man 1 through 5 on Game Boy, which the only one I've beaten on Game Boy is the first one. I'll eventually do the others. And then the 2 Game Boy Color games, which are Extreme 1 and 2, which they're all on the 3DS. Since I have the capture card, that's how I'm gonna play them. What about you, Geo?
Let's see. I mean, I do Mega Man every year, but in terms of like the amount of games that I play, that tends to change. Like this year I didn't do like the Game Boy games or anything, but I did them 2 years ago, and it was a very interesting experience. I feel like they got better as they went along in some ways, from what I remember. Like Mega Man 5 on Game Boy, I think that you'll like. Actually, I'm not sure how much you'd like that. They do a different thing where they make the charge shot into like the homing arm.
Yeah.
Like, so that's a little bit weird, but like the game itself is like jam packed with like stages and bosses. I'm like, wow, this feels like it should be on a console.
Yeah. 112 says I still have to finish CX Advent, and Dragon says we'll start it. Yes, I will have to start it. That's going to be happening like towards the end of this year.
You like Advent? I understand some of the things that people were saying that you might not be a fan of, but I'm hoping that you like it. It's not perfect. The story's kind of silly, but like, it's still kind of like ZX in some ways.
Yeah. And so for the 112 says I think I played every official North American release for Mega Man. Save me from this hell. Let's see. Looking at Geo's chat, Kakamanga says X1, X4 equal 2, 8, 5, 3, 7, and 6 from best to worst. Yeah.
Like very similar lists. I feel like for like it varies slightly from person to person, but they're very similar.
Yeah, like very close. Yeah, the only difference is that like I'm still figuring out like 8 and 3, but 5 is definitely like behind both of those. And yeah, no problem. The race was a lot of fun. You take care of yourself, 112. You have a good one.
Take it easy, 112.
Yeah. All right. So this is where we're gonna split things off. Thank you once again, Geo, for doing this.
No problem, Shell. Thank you for basically, this is your brainchild. You've been trying to get this to happen for a long time, and I'm happy that finally like we were able to get our schedules to work to make it happen. And if you ever want to do it again, feel free to let me know. Like, I don't know if there's another series that you are really into that you'd like to try it with, or if you just want to like casually play something else, like I'd be happy to schedule that.
I know exactly what's the next series we can do.
Okay.
We're going from one character that's blue to another. The next time we'll do a race, we'll do something for Sonic.
That makes sense.
Would you want to do a race for Sonic 3 and Knuckles with all emeralds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like I want to do it with Sonic, but, like, are you okay with Sonic and Tails or Sonic alone? Because I am fine with either or.
I'm fine with either or, too. So, honestly, like, it's your preference. I think I tend to do Sonic alone, but Tails being around isn't going to affect too much. So, like, it's whatever you want. I'm fine with either.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Like, we'll talk about that in a future stream. But yeah, thanks again as always, Geo.
Thank you so much, Shelf. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the stream. Enjoy Doom Eternal, and I hope that everyone has a great time with you.
Yep, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your stream, and you take care of yourself, and I hope you have a good one.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right, you too. Later.
Bye.
All right, that was a lot of fun. I'm really happy that I got to do this race. This race was a lot of fun. Easily one of the most fun things I've done so far this year, even though the year is not over yet, but still worth doing. Yeah, you did well, though I missed most of it. Don't worry, it'll be up on YouTube It'll be up on YouTube later this week. But you could also catch the VOD at some point. Anyway. But yeah, that's the end of the Mega Man race.